Mechanical red corner from the Taufmann Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and fighting out of Cruise of Colorado blue corner from McMahon Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for Collins
Eric Hines is the referee for the Battle of the Atoms. We have Mr. Adam Hayes wearing the white trunks facing off against Adam Taufmann in the black trunks in this 178-pound fight. Taufmann obviously enjoys a decided height and reach advantage, and he comes out putting that reach to use, landing a couple of shots. Here tight in the clinch. Let's see what Hayes is able to do. Taufmann, big flurry of punches working nicely to the body. And Taufmann able to get the trip takedown. Half mount for Taufmann. Both fighters flurrying with punches here.
Taufmann absolutely big brothering Adam Hayes right now. Got him up against the cage, delivering big, heavy body shots from the top position, JR. Just about every one of them landing. Hayes looking like he's doing everything he can to avoid those body shots, but Taufmann is putting it on him right now.
Hayes has broken away from his striking game. Now he's just trying to control the posture of Taufmann. But Taufmann, with those long limbs, even here in tight, able to get some good velocity in on his strikes. Now he's looking to set in head control, see if he can feed his hand through, get things closed off for this choke. Goes for some knees to the body, and more just powerful shots ripping to the body by Taufmann. Hayes is in a lot of trouble here.
Taufmann is a house on fire right now, JR. He's hit him with just about everything he's got and literally hasn't showed any signs of slowing down, delivering big bruising knees to the body right now as Taufmann. Holy moly, JR. Cannot take too many more of these.
Good shots by Taufmann, doing a really nice job with his ground striking here early in round number one. Just really taking control, but Hayes, see if he can drive forward, lock this up. Ends up having to let go of it so that he can cover up, try to evade some of the strikes of Taufmann. Hayes got himself back in the game. Taufmann lands the shot in the battle of the head kicks, and let's see if Taufmann can wrap up this takedown here. Great action, the crowd really showing their approval. Grabbing the cage is Hayes. He's avoided the takedown twice there with that referee. Eric Hines giving him a warning for it, saying he'll take a point next time. And Taufmann continues with the striking game.
Taufmann doing an outstanding job just keeping the heavy pressure on, landing strikes and kicks. Everything landing. Taufmann keeping the pressure on Hayes right now, keeping him against the cage, JR. That's the second time that I've seen, third time, sorry. We've had a cage grabbing on Hayes, and referee Eric Hines taking a point away from Adam Hayes right now. Taufmann not only enjoying a very, very steep reach advantage, tons of aggression advantage, and now having a point deducted as Hayes.
Yeah, tough spot for Hayes right now. A little bit of a break there for both fighters to catch their breath. Let's see what either one's able to do. Taufmann evades the punches nicely, doing a good job with his footwork, putting that reach to use, and I think we're going to go to round two.
Looks like it, JR. Adam Hayes looking to land something. Taufmann, what a reach Taufmann has on Hayes right now. But I'll tell you right now, this crowd's on fire, boy. These guys came out slugging, and this crowd picked up on that energy and jumped on it. Taufmann catching a breather right now. Hayes as well catching a breather. Taufmann looking very, very relaxed. Hayes looking like something's bothering his nose. But Taufmann really, really looking composed in the corner. Looking like this is just another day. I'm really excited to see if Taufmann continues that kind of heavy pressure right out of the gates for the second round, JR. Or if Hayes is going to look to at least land something to get Taufmann off of him to start this second round. Should definitely be pretty interesting. Both corners getting asked to leave in the corners here. Both fighters getting ready. Eric Hines getting the fighters ready. Taufmann looking super relaxed. Touch gloves, second round. Here they go, JR. Taufmann again getting that measuring game going. Measuring Hayes. Trying to keep this fight long and extended. And Hayes lands a nice left hand. Good jab. Taufmann follows up with a big knee to the body. Both fighters looking to exchange. Both guys swinging heavy right now, JR.
And Hayes landed significant with that right hand. I think I saw Taufmann's leg go a little bit wobbly there for a second. And definitely Taufmann is slowed down here. So obviously he had a dominant round one. Let's see if he put too much out there, what he has left in the gas tank. Right now, Hayes looking good, able to land some power shots here in the early goings of round number 2 in this 178-pound bout.
Hayes looks to have regained himself here, landing a nice leg kick. And Taufmann landing another kick as well and a left hook. And now he knees Hayes, puts him up against the cage, keeps the pressure on, looking for the takedown against the cage, JR. Can't really see the positioning that he's got. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it?
Doesn't have the hand position that he wants in order to close off a choke, but definitely has the arms through where he can do some good controlling of the position. And Taufmann, especially on the ground, has really been accurate with his knees, landed some very powerful shots, and done a good job of avoiding landing to the face, which of course would be a rules infraction. And Taufmann, nice job with his chest pressure, keeping Hayes in a position that burns a lot of energy, makes it hard for him to be able to take any deep breaths. Corner of Hayes saying that they need him to position himself first, meaning before he tries to go for a submission or a takedown here, has to get his feet and his hips underneath him. Nice job by Hayes, reaching through for the far side ankle pick and turning Taufmann at least over onto a hip. See if he can drive through and get Taufmann onto his back. But Taufmann looking to loop over. Going to be a nice armbar setup if he's able to pull this off, Ron. But so far, Hayes doing a good job keeping his head through the middle of the legs. And a nice roll by Taufmann. Doing a good job with the strikes here. Just hammering away. Good job with the positioning of the strikes. Now going for the armbar. See if he's able to lock this off. Hayes trying to battle through, but it's a tough position for him here. And Hayes able to roll through. Tremendous escape by the Farm Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. Great job by Hayes at keeping himself in this fight. Probably going to take it into the third round.
And Hayes showing some serious heart right now. Never say die. Outstanding second round. JR, this place is on fire on a Sunday. Yeah, baby. Hayes showing some fantastic intestinal fortitude. Taufmann doing a really nice job controlling the fight, but Hayes showing some game. The Farm Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter, as you mentioned, JR, bleeding out of the nose, definitely tired, definitely looked like he'd rather be somewhere else, but he's hanging in. Taufmann looking really, really calm on the bench, taking a couple of big breaths, but the long and lanky fighter out of McMahon Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is showing a fantastic combination and a beautiful diversity of strikes as well as a ground game, JR.
Hayes, a lot of grit and determination to keep himself in this fight. His corner started to lead with his mouthpiece. Hayes signaled him, hey, I'm probably going to need that. And here we go with round 3 action. As soon as the cage door's locked, referee Eric Hines going to call these two fighters to the center, and they're going to get the third round started for what has been so far our fight of the night, Ron.
Yeah, without question. These guys are, and Hayes lands a big right hand. Taufmann shakes it off, brings in a big knee against the cage. He's looking for us control in the head right now on Hayes. Taufmann doing a good job looking for that takedown again. Looking for the inside trip while he's got Hayes against the cage. Hayes doing a nice job of controlling.
Good low hips here for Hayes. That's keeping Taufmann from being able to loop around his left leg and turn him to that side, dump him onto a hip. But we've seen Taufmann stay committed to the takedown, switch back and forth between striking and takedown attempts, and eventually seems like he's always able to end up getting this fight where he wants it. But right now, Hayes doing a great job with his defensive work, pops his head free. Let's see if he can duck underneath and step through to the back here, Ron.
Yeah, without question, JR, and Hayes doing a nice job of looking almost set up a head and arm throw here if he can get his arm around. But again, Taufmann doing a nice job finally getting that trip instilled, putting Hayes against the cage, and now looking to control the rest of this fight here, JR.
A lot of what I'm liking from Taufmann is even when he's not trying to set up a submission, isn't in a position for great strikes, he's still using his pressure in order to hold that position. He knows exactly where he needs to be, and he knows exactly what he needs to do in order to give himself the time that he needs to get there. And Taufmann right now very calmly trying to work his way to back control. See what he's able to do with this here. Hayes has one arm through on the leg. That's going to keep that hook from coming in at least immediately.
Yeah, and it looks like Taufmann has really been able to use those body strikes to be able to get himself free and literally be able to find openings to take the back of Hayes. And Hayes looking to play off the cage right now, but Taufmann doing a nice job of keeping the fighter secured through it with both hooks in. Taufmann's looking like he's looking for a choke, but Hayes doing a nice job defending right now. Can't get that arm through.
We have a clear shot of looking at the face of Hayes, and he looks really calm considering the position that he's in. So that shows that he knows what he needs to do here defensively. It's a position he's seen in the gym a lot of times. Knows he just has to continue to work that 2-on-1 wrist control, eventually try to come through, try to clear a hook. But Taufmann going a little Hicks and Gracie old school with knees to the stomach there.
Nice Hicks and Gracie reference. Taufmann doing a really nice job of really putting the pressure on him right now. 10 seconds left in the final round, and it looks like that choke is now in deep. Will he tap? Hayes taps. Taufmann gets the rear naked choke with 5 seconds left in the round. Unbelievable finish. What a day of fighting, JR. Wow, unbelievable finish. Both of these guys showed some serious heart today. Holy cow. Great fight. Great fight. The Grizzly Rose is on its feet.
At 2:59 of round number 3, referee has come to stop to this fight, declaring your winner by submission, Adam Taufmann.
Is it 259 or 255? 259.
All right, approaching the cage with Adam. I think that's some reference. Maybe you can talk to me, man. A little bit, we won't keep you too long there, man. There was a couple of different times it looked like you were going to win that fight. Total domination, yet there were some significant strikes in there. You almost had an arm bar and get the submission at the end of the fight. What was the actual game plan going into it?
Win wherever you go.
I guess we noticed that, man. But obviously your endurance came into effect in that fight too, huh?
Yeah, I'm so tired.
What was the time on that one?
2:59.
59, thanks.
What's next for you?
I think up to 4 pounds there it is. I will thank 100% first my beautiful wife Marley. 8 years anniversary on the 4th spot. And then all my teammates on under each one, because they all know family, friends, and who won the first fight with me.
All right, give it up once again for your winner, Adam American Man Taufmann.